about 10 pounds since the season ended. I just been going hard, trying to eat as much as possible, working out really hard in the weight room. Credit to Coach Sinclair and the rest of that staff in there. They just been on me about gaining weight and stuff like that, and I'm still going. I'm trying to get up to like 195, 200. So, yeah. What was the second part of your question? You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yeah, playing some corner, getting to look there like everyone else, I guess.
Yeah, I got a couple reps today. It was nice to get back into the swing of things and stuff like that. I'm just gonna keep going and keep adjusting and make sure I improve in all areas on the field.
Hey, Christopher, good to see you. Yesterday, I'm sorry, a couple of days ago, the school announced that Tyche Smith was going to be joining the program from West Virginia. I was just wondering, have you reached out to him yet to speak with him, and how are you guys going to try to welcome him to the team?
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit before he committed, and then on the day he committed, I just congratulated him and welcomed him to the family. A little bit of film I have seen on him, he's a spectacular player. Real physical, real great in coverage and things like that. He could definitely help our team. He's a great player.
All right, let's go to Dean Legge and then Seth Emerson.
Chris, one of the things that Kirby's been asked about a lot and talked about a lot is at corner. How do y'all know that you can get where you got to go? And it's really not that long till the season, and you're playing, with Clemson. How do y'all know that you can line up and compete with them?
Well, we know we can get where we got to go because, we're going to always be working hard towards our goals and things like that. Those guys at corner, they're not no slouches. They go out here and work hard and play like everybody else. The whole unit is constantly working to get better, and every unit on this field gonna get better. And we're gonna be straight sound all across the board by the time that first game comes.
Chris, why did you want to get your weight up? How does it help you play differently, better than last year?
Yeah, well, I felt like I need to get my weight up so I could be better in the run game coming down. I feel like I was pretty decent, but, it's always room to improve and stuff like that. So, I just want to get my weight up to be able to play tight ends a little bit better and things like that, and be able to come down and tackle those bigger backs a little bit better.
Let's go to Chip Towers and Mark Weiser.
Yeah, Chris, just following up on a guy like Tyche Smith, how do you guys process those things? Obviously, any addition of an experienced guy is going to make you better as a team, but you guys are so competitive anyway for every minute and snap and whatever role you have. So how is that accepted in the DB's room?
Well, it's fully accepted by me. I'm welcome anything that can help our team. He's one of those guys, All-American and things like that, And the competition going to be increased in the room. It's going to force all of us to play better, including him. And, we always ready to work, everybody in there. So, competitiveness is the name of the game. You just got to go out there and compete day in and day out. And that's all I'm about.
Chris, you were just talking about covering tight ends. I'm curious your early impressions of Brock Bowers as he's come in and worked with you guys for more than half spring practice so far.
Yeah, Brock, he's an excellent player. He's a smart route runner. He got a good amount of speed. A couple times he done broke a little ankles on me. I done had to speed it up a little bit to catch him and hug him down. I didn't know he was that fast. But, Brock's a great player, real level-headed. And, all he wants to do is work and compete, just like everybody else.
Let's go to Jake Rowe and Matthew Welsh.
Hey, Chris, when you look at the secondary and playing different roles, how – you're a guy, like you talked about getting reps at cornerback. How important is it that you have guys that can play 2-3 different positions, and how many do you feel like in the secondary right now can play 2 or 3 different positions?
I feel like we got plenty of guys that can play 2 or 3 positions. Our coaches always emphasize, knowing more than one position, increases your stock, in terms of the draft and just in terms of your value on the team and stuff like that. So we got plenty of guys. It's always important to even know multiple positions because that helps you play your primary position, and then you need to go play that secondary position and stuff like that. You know what to do. You're not going out there just blind. We have times where guys go down and other guys have to step up in other areas, and you got to know 2 to 3 positions, to be able to help the team.
Hey, Chris, just wondering how much of you got to see Laviska play reps for corner at practice, and how do you think he's been adjusting to that position?
You said what name?
Lovis, yeah.
Oh, we always call him LC, but LC, he making that transition from offense to defense. He going through those growing pains just like everybody else when they first got here. But he's one of those guys. Like I said, always working. He never gonna give up, and he definitely still working, and we gonna get there with everybody.
Let's go to Palmer and then Sarah.
Yeah, a couple of the other young guys that you've got in there this spring, David Daniel, Nylan Green, Javon Bullard. What are your early impressions of them?
My early impression of all the young guys we've got in the room, I've been really impressed with their composure, their resiliency, and their toughness. Those are 3 of the 4 core values that we instilled in the program over the spring and things like that. And those are some of the things that those guys had that I didn't necessarily feel like I had much of until like my second or third year. So those guys are really mature for their age, and they constantly working. They always open to learning. Those guys always ask questions and stuff like that. And just like everybody else, everybody on the defense is there for them, trying to help them get better, while also helping ourselves get better. And trying to compete with that offense day in and day out.
Hey, Chris, my question was also kind of about the early enrollees and kind of wondering how, overall they've been adjusting and what kind of benefits they have coming in earlier this whole semester and having this spring practice under their belt.
Can you say the question one more time, please?
Yeah, sorry. With having all the 16 early enrollees, I was just curious to know how you think they've been adjusting coming into college a semester earlier and what kind of advantages they have having this spring practice under their belt.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like we got a very mature group, and those guys, everybody in those mid-year class, they're all extremely hard workers. And, I think they get that from everybody else on the team. We pride ourselves on hard work and competitiveness. So, they just, they come in and they follow suit. They see how everybody else out here working and going hard, and they know they have to work and go hard too. One of the benefits of coming in early, we have a really complex defense. So those guys can get in early and learn the defense and get a little bit ahead before, summer and fall.
All right, Connor, let's squeeze in one more quick one.
Yep. Thanks, Steve. Chris, how important for you was starting those final 5 games of last season, and how much further ahead do you think you are as a player compared to this time last year?
Yeah, I think it was extremely important for me to be able to get back into the speed of the game. I was definitely learning as I go. I felt like I got better with each game and stuff like that. I wasn't really used to playing in certain games like that, but those 5 games were extremely important experience for me. And, I'm looking to roll that into the next year. I learned a lot from then, and I'm looking to learn a lot from this spring, this summer, this fall, so I could be ready to go when it's time.
All right, Christopher, thanks for your time, buddy, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.